Oh, welcome back, my gardening friends. Very early, 5:30 in the morning. I thought I'd just give you a quick update on the greenhouse grow room. We've got some claret sprouting broccoli, 2 rows there, 2 rows of the graffiti purple cauliflower, and 1 autumn giant. I fried all the other seeds, and then we've got the 4th sowing of peas. Pongos, I've only got 2, that one there on the left and there just in the middle of the screen. The rest again aren't germinating very well. These are my saved pongo seeds. The forget-me-nots just started to flower. I need to get those up the allotment, but there's no room in the wildlife garden. And there's another sowing of lettuce. So I need to get those potted up, and I've fried some more lettuce. Been very warm just here in the UK. I just want to show you how to grow potatoes in fresh air. So this is the fridge in the shed. It's switched on at the moment. All the Charlottes have gone because they were pushing the door open. Show you those up at the allotment. I've still been spraying them, not with Windoline but with rainwater. These are the Lady Crystal on the bottom. These are the Morris Bard. Holding them back, they're holding back nicely, but you can see they've just started to form little potatoes. And the Sarpomera are even worse. They definitely need to go in the ground, but I'm trying to hold them back. I don't want the Sarpos as Christmas potatoes, but I'm going to have to plant some. Don't want to waste them. But yeah, they just started to, you see on the corner there, just started to grow potatoes. Anyway, let's get up the allotment and do a potato reveal. So back up onto plot 3. This is the vertical garden. This is where I put the Charlotte potatoes. We potted them, or planted them, on the 11th of July, and because they've got the good chits on them, they've soon come out at the top. So we've got 4 tubs of those. I'm going to be revealing the potato chit challenge today. All the rain we had, I ended up putting the potato chit challenge in a bucket with no drainage holes, and it was wondered why it was dying off. It was absolutely saturated, so I don't think we'll have anything on there. There's some more. These are the 2 tubs of Charlottes that we planted on the 20th of April. We'll reveal those, and some of those we'll be saving for seed next year. And it's been very difficult to keep on top of everything, and just keeping an eye out for blight on the potatoes. It's mainly the stems you have to worry about, because once the blight gets into the stem and into the ground, you will lose all your potatoes, so vigilance is key. So we'll do the potato chit challenge first. This is the compost from the cocoa coir and coffee grounds. And say everything's gone rotten, so I don't think I'm going to get anything out of this, but I'll mix all this together. Not use that bucket again, but there's the potatoes, there's the manure, lots of worms in it, so this will make an ideal bucket or 2 for some more of those potatoes that are in the fridge at the moment. I'm trying to successionally sow every 2 weeks from now on, and we should get some nice potatoes for Christmas. So, potato chit challenge, a failure, my fault, nobody else's. Moving on to the Charlottes planted on the 20th of April. I water from there. The holes are angled so that they sit on the vertical gardening, but I have found watering down there, I need to block that one hole up, and then we've got the sump, but the water's coming down the pipe and overflowing through there. I like to pull the horns. That's the seed potato. Again, I've been watering these, but they do take some keeping watered when we have the temperatures and the dryness at the moment. We never seem to be happy. I'll just check and have a quick look to see how many seed potatoes were in each one. I don't know where I put the label there. Oh, there isn't a label, is there? I haven't actually physically put how many potatoes are in there. Doesn't matter, we might be able to find the... We found one old seed. I'll put up to 4 seed potatoes in these buckets. They're only about 20 litres. They give us some nice small potatoes though. I am getting better with my labelling, but sometimes I forget to write the important bits down, just give us an idea of how many potatoes we get. A lot of clover in this, we'd expect that because of the manure. Something that we have to live with. Right, we're going to the next bucket. Got a few green ones at the top. It will get that when you water from the top as well as the bottom. See, we've even got a potato floating at the top. Mustn't eat green potatoes, guys, but you can use them for seed, so that's what I should be doing. They never get wasted. Lovely and peaceful this time in the morning. All this manure will help the next lot, or shan't be adding anything to it. But I do like the Charlottes, especially when I haven't had to pay for them. Doesn't seem like there's as many in this one. Worms enjoying the potato, the seed potato. It's gone rotten. Manure does go a bit hard and dry. This bucket wasn't as dry. Get all the baby potatoes out so that we don't end up with too many volunteers. I've never known me not get any volunteers. Get rid of that clover. So, nice little harvest of spuds. I've got loads and loads of buckets about, so we're not after quantity, we're after quality. The tray weighs about 130, sorry, 0.3, so we'll deduct that off. So we've just added that to the total. Today is the 20th of July, and this is all the harvests we've done. And the last time I did a proper count of everything that I harvested, I took nearly 3/4 of a ton off this allotment. So basically what you take out you need to put back in, else your ground will just not give no more. These have been infected by the motley dwarf virus. That doesn't seem to stop Mr. Ratty from actually taking the carrots. He's physically lifted the carrot out of the hole there and left the hole and took the carrot away, and I found his stash. While I was tidying the zucchinis up, courgettes, down there in the onion bed, was the carrot tops and nothing else. And they've also been very busy amongst my bean beds. On the other side we've got the field beans, and whilst I was watering, etc. Oh, where are we? Let's see. There we go. They've been having a party. Well, while they're eating the field beans, they're not eating everything else. If your plants aren't setting and the flowers are just dropping off, why not take a look at one of my 1-minute tips? I'll put the card on the end screen, the playlist. There's not many broad beans left now, and I suppose we'll end up these are gone too far, but we do prefer the crimson ones that Marie sent me. We've got a bit of rust on those now, so I'm not going to touch that. But you get about 3 to 4 beans in a pod. But you know when you cook broad beans and they just stink a little bit? These are absolutely gorgeous. And we cut the cabbage off there, and I need to take a few more of these florets that are growing off the sides before they go too bad. In this heat, I'm really glad that I've put these into these trays, and yesterday, was it the day before, I gave them a feed of liquid manure, and they dried out yesterday, so I topped them up again with water, so hopefully those will continue growing and not go yellow. I've been having a real big sort out in the polytunnel. I'll give you a separate tour on that, I think. But there's strawberry leaves and a lot of the tomato leaves. Trying to open them up. We've got great ventilation along here and up the top. It hasn't been getting too warm in here. You can see the fruits are starting to form. I need to get the onions out. I took a few out just to dry there, but I'm really quite pleased with how things are going. Oh dear, turn your back on the cucumbers and they get larger than I would prefer. That's an ideal size for my lunch box. But we just opened them all up, given plenty of ventilation. We had got a bit of aphid issues in here, but as of yet, I can't see any blossom end rot. I actually used blended eggshells in my mix before we popped them into the beds and the pots. These are the seeds from the Heinz tomato factory or whatever, and while I was pruning, I snapped the top off, so we've got the one of the side shoots there which will continue its merrily journey, but they do seem a different shape tomato, but that'll be interesting. I can always save some seed. And we've got some gigantimos that I had from Ed off this site, and they're growing really well. Because of these raised beds, I'm not sure how am I going to get the tomatoes from the top, but these are the side shoots you just need to take out. As long as they're not blight ridden, everything will go in the paths and it'll rot down. It's just started to turn, that one. So earlier on you saw the second sowing. This is the third sowing. Fourth sowing's up at home. Weakest, strongest always survive. I don't know what's up with that one. It's still in the ground well, but they do dry out very quickly. I'm really pleased with the this big water cistern tank that was out of a loft. Carrots look quite nice in this. Turn your back on the courgettes again. That's the size I want. That's getting a little bit big. This one's too big, and they'll go in the compost bin. Got 2 plants of each, one yellow, one green. Realistically, 1 plant would do me, but you grow 1 plant, you know what's going to happen, guys. It'll die. Again, there's one there that is ideal, and this one I need to take today or tomorrow if I've got time, or else it'll be wasted. I'd say a lot of the lettuce has gone over now. A little weed there. Might be able to salvage some of the this red lettuce. It hasn't gone to seed yet, so it won't be too bitter. That one's dried out, but this one's looking quite nice, as is the lettuce under here. So we've got lettuce butter crunch, and the other one at the back is the Paris Island. I think Paris Island is Paris is written wrong, but that's what was on the packet. But the one on the back, that looks a lot better. But with it being shaded here by the beans, etc. But where there's a space, we fill it, and that space there will get drowned, and we'll get some more radish in. I'm still struggling to keep on top of the radish sowing. Surprising how much you need. I keep taking the pointed cabbage now, and I leave the stalks in because you can start getting the extra ones that start coming off the stems. They're quite delicious actually. I built these beds 500mm apart, thinking it's plenty to walk through, yeah, until everything starts growing. But I've really enjoyed these sugar and snap peas that we got from Shed Wars. So the rest of these now I'll be saving for seed, because I've only got 2 or 3 left at home. I didn't take too many out of each packet, and I can grow some more next year then, successionally sow them and harvest them before they get the peas inside. I'd rather eat them as a snap pea because there's too many grubs and everything. I like to eat them beforehand, and then if you haven't got to open up, you don't get to see what's inside, do you? Close your eyes and eat it. This is one of the shop bought cherries, and they're lovely tomato from the supermarket, but even better when you grow them yourself. Really enjoy those, and I've got a couple of 3 good plants this time, so hopefully more seed to save. Just something quickly on the long veg. We always say nature always finds a way, and we had motley dwarf virus on the carrot in the long roots at the front, and one of the seed, I planted several seeds, one of the seeds at the front has started growing, so I might cut the one off at the back and let the other one have a go at growing. There's the radish that we late sowed, there's the radish we early sowed. I'm letting it carry on. Hopefully it'll put a root right down the bottom, but it might go rotten before we get to harvest. Please remember, thumbs up or thumbs down, we don't mind. The more thumbs up we get, the better my videos go out there to help others. And these are the I don't know, but they're doing really well. Can't find the label, but hopefully we'll get a bumper crop of seeds so that I can grow more of these. I think they're the banana shallots that I originally had from Alan. Happy gardening to you all. Till next time, my friends. Ta-ra for now.